Power 105.3, Atlanta's #1 hit music station, and I'm here with Miss ATL Princess, Miss ATL Queen. I can't even believe I'm sitting across from you right now.
Aww.
Can you tell? I don't need to even want. Who are you? Who am I listening with?
Who am I?
Yes,
Cece.
Miss Cece.
Oh no. Yes. Listen, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Congratulations on your new album. The deluxe came out today. It sounds amazing.
Yay.
I mean, you've been everywhere. I mean, I'm on your Instagram like all the time. Like
Yeah.
you're just like that girl. You were in New York this weekend where you now live, back in Atlanta, signing albums, and you say like you've been moving like it's the early 2000s.
Yes.
You know,
we grinding like it's the 2000s.
yeah, like you don't have to pay no rent. You're not struggling to pay no rent, but you are moving like
Yeah.
it. So I want to know, like, is it more exciting now? Like, or was it more exciting at the beginning of your career, or now that you know what you're doing and that you have more control? How different is it from when you first started?
To be honest with you, it's just as exciting. Like the beginning was super. It was just an amazing, chapter in my life to kick off my career with songs like Goodies and 1 2 Step and Oh, and just to keep rolling on like that. And then fast forward to now, doing things independently and having songs like Level Up and How We Roll, which is almost platinum and it's gold for sure now. And then, people showing me all the love on this album in this moment. It's really cool. It's kind of like slightly full circle for me.
Yeah.
And I feel really empowered doing it independently.
Absolutely.
I'm honestly having so much fun right now, and I love that feeling.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I mean, one thing that I love about you and just your music is that you don't just stick to one thing. Like you, even on this album, you have different kind of like genres that you float between. Like you have like the more sensual R&B, then you have your dance moves, and then you even took it to Afro beats with Low. How, as your daughter said, what's the vibe?
What were you feeling? Was it
What's
the vibe?
Was it live? Was it God? What's like when you're creating? How did you say this is what I want CC to sound like?
Yeah, honestly, I'm a big believer in letting the music take you where it takes you. I have been slightly obsessed with Africa in particular. So especially getting the chance to go to Benin recently, that really kind of like it inspired me even more to like really get into the bag I want to get into in reference to when it comes to Africa, the creative bag that is. So, it was very awesome to have an artist like Diamond Platinum's hop on the record with me so willingly and bringing his special energy. I'm so grateful for that. But I just wanted to make sure I covered all, mediums or energies that I was feeling. Like there's a little bit of love, there's a little bit of joy, there's a lot of joy, there's a lot of dance. I always want to make the world dance. Like that's important to me. I want to make the world dance. And so I was very intentional about those feelings that I wanted to emote, through my music. And luckily, I was able to do it exactly how I wanted to. And I'm so happy that the world finally has it in their hands.
Absolutely, because it's been like a journey with this, and it started in the pandemic, so a lot of things changed. Like when you first recorded to today, when you have a deluxe. So like, what's one of the biggest things? Like when you first started, you said you were pregnant. You gave birth to babies later. It's a new thing. Like when Cece was first making the album, like the first song you recorded to now, it's like, are you a different woman completely, or like how do you feel about the music?
Yeah, no, it's all connected. I think the project definitely evolved over time, but there's a similar synergy throughout. I just was doing a lot in the process. Like you mentioned, I look back and I was like, oh my gosh, I had 2 babies while I was making this album and doing everything, and went on tour with Missy, Busta and Timbaland, and like launched businesses. Like, I mean, so much has happened. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I did all that. It's like, okay, we doing it. But honestly, the energy has been consistent throughout, and I just didn't want to keep piecemealing songs, because originally I gave my fans a CC project in the form of an EP, not the whole album, but just, pieces of it. And then I kept on putting out songs. They call it waterfalling, in the streaming stratosphere. And then I'm like, I don't want to keep doing songs that way. I want to put a bow on this thing. I want to say thank you to my fans for their incredible support, to be sitting here talking to you 21 years later since I put out my first album. And to still have the same excitement and joy that I had as a little girl growing up. And to do things like being at my album in-store signing the other day, and the lines being wrapped around the block is like, let's stay focused. Let's stay the course, man. Like, stick with it. Keep having fun with it. Keep locking it with my fans, because they really are the reason why I'm here and why I stand today. So I'm just So grateful.
Absolutely. Now, CC, the one word, of course, besides singer, performer, that comes to mind when I think of you is dance.
Yay.
And you've been dancing since ever. I've known you my whole life. You know, you just met me today. But I feel like you are that person that kind of like made it okay for a lot of like black girls to be dancing when they're making music. And you see like Normani, Chloe, Doechii, everyone's dancing now. And I'm appreciative because I love dance. You know, I'm not a pro, but I love to dance. And I feel like that's what makes an artist like stand out. So like even with your career lasting this long and you're still able to start challenges and like people look at you and like Ciara's gonna give you a performance. How do you feel to see newer artists make sure that that's a part of their performance element and still keep it a part of yours?
You know, it's such a gift to be able to dance. You know, I think it's one of those things that like it allows you to speak to every age range, you know, and speak to the world. Like even if you can't speak the same language, I think we all can talk dance in whatever way it means to us. It's just such a powerful force that connects us all. Even if you can't bust a whole, you know, two-step, you might be able just to vibe. You want to be able to move to music in most cases. Every person wants to. So, you know, I think it's such a gift to be able to do that. And I think, you know, I think as performers, we have to, you know, challenge ourselves to tap into whatever our strengths are. You know, for me, that is dance, right? And I think that to each performer, for every performer, it's like to each his own, like whatever works for you. But I think it's so cool to know that, you know, that girls are out there, you know, pushing themselves, you know, like you mentioned my sister Normani, you know, that's my baby sis. Like she's a perfectionist with her work, you know, and I love when I see stuff like that because she really wants to make sure she delivers every time. And I love, you know, they say you love to see it. I love, you know, when I see my girls shining and, you know, being their best selves and dancing, you know, it's a really sweet thing, you know. So yeah, I really appreciate and respect and admire a lot of what I see in many female artists that are out there getting down and busting it, you know.
Okay, doing their best to bust it. Even if they can't, they're gonna try. And I feel like it's because of you. Now, any of your earlier songs that you wish TikTok was around for? Like any challenges, like Promise, I can imagine. I mean, I was in my house.
Yeah, that could be really fun. Promise is definitely one. You know what's crazy is a lot of my older songs are actually, they trend now, which is really fascinating. So I had like, you know, my niece talk about, she was saying to me, well, my best friend's daughter, she had heard Get Up. Get Up was like really trending like just a few years ago, and she didn't know it was my song. Oh. I thought that was so funny. I'm like, okay, really?
Does that happen a lot with your kids and just any bit like, are they like, oh, that's just Auntie C, that's mommy? They're like, oh, yeah, girl.
No, they actually like, you know, my kids, they know my voice. So they know my songs, you know. I think it's sometimes it's like age group that's like completely like, they don't even know who sang the song. They just like the song. And they be like, I'm going to create a TikTok to the thing. Yeah. And she's like, I had no idea that was your song. You know, I was like, that's crazy. So I have been very fortunate. A lot of my, you know, older songs, you know, have been coming back around, like literally the top 10 trending song of the year on TikTok. Like Get Up was one of those moments. Like a Boy was one of those moments. You know what would be cool, though, is my song on my first album called Pick Up the Phone. I think that could be something cute, right? Like, pick up the phone.
A little duet, you know, people do it. You got to start it, though. I mean, you can start any of your trends. Like, we're all just going to follow you.
Yeah, or it's like when someone's trying to reach their boot and they're like, pick up the phone.
Yeah. I'll do it today.
Like that. Okay, I'm
going to start the challenge. Okay, come on now.
Let's see.
Now, speaking of your kids and, like, older songs, we all saw your daughter say her favorite song of yours was Ride. When you're making music now, do you anticipate the kids hearing it and saying, like, I got to be a little bit more censored, or I don't want to say certain things, or do you feel like they're going to grow up eventually? They're going to hear it.
I think, you know, honestly, with artistry, you got to be you. You know, I've always been that girl where, you know, I'm sometimes going to have songs that are going to have more sensual vibes, you know, than others. Now, I don't like my kids listening to those songs. Like, for example, I never played Ecstasy for Ciara. But some way, somehow, she knows that song. And she's like that song, too. And I'm like, what the heck, you know? So that stuff is funny. But I think as an artist, you have to, you got to, for me, it's important to express myself. And my kids know. They know right from wrong, you know? You know, do I like singing bad words in front of them? No, like I don't. You know, I really would try to avoid doing that. I like clean versions, you know. My team and people in this room that know me know I don't like cursing. So every now and then I will do it in my music though because it like needs that little edge. But you know, I am mindful of the scenarios. But as far as being an artist, like You know, I have to express myself, how I feel. And there's a time and a place, and my babies know right from wrong, and that's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just looking at the bling in the room, I can't ignore it. Okay, that finger is heavy. I have to ask personally, what do I have to do to get on the Ciara and Russell matchmaking wait list? Because the list is long, girl. Everybody sees what you've been doing. You've been pairing people together, either like intentionally or just like randomly. But like, when you have friends in your life that are single, like, do you guys? We're gonna, do Tisha and Brian over there, or like, are your friends like, hey, do you know anyone? How does that process even start?
Yeah, it depends on a person's scenario, because every person can be like in different places in their, within their minds of what they want. And, sometimes, I think the greatest thing is that when you connect someone, you want to know like what they desire. You don't want to connect someone just to connect them. So we're really big on that, like, okay, what's our friend hoping for?
Yeah.
What do they like? How are their personalities? Are their personalities going to match? Or are they going to clash? Like, what is it?
Does it ever stop before it even starts? Like, do you get busted and like, I know what you're trying to do?
No, you mean like with the connecting the friends?
Yeah.
No, we don't have friends that be doing that kind of stuff.
Okay. Knock on wood.
Yeah, no, I think that like, we our friends are like, will be very like clear, on what they like and stuff like that. And then it's like, if it's like a lot of Russ's boys are like, I call them the bros. I'd be like, look at here now. If I connect you, you better not be doing no love bombing, because we ain't got time for that. Oh, I will say that flat out. And you know what? Luckily, the boys be honest.
Yeah. I think they're probably afraid of you. Like, they don't want to mess that up. They're
they
like,
better not.
See, he's going to get me.
Don't be love bombing.
Yeah, let me love bombing is
I
like.
Ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
See Jones, okay? No, I mean, it's a beautiful thing, because, I mean, just seeing, like, the main two we know is, like, Coco Jones and Normani. Like, is it intentional for you, like, for the younger girls to be like, you're going out here in the spotlight, like, this is what you kind of want to, look for and go for?
Well, it's so funny because with Coco and Donovan, we actually did not put them together. We didn't matchmake those two, but we love them dearly. And it's funny because Russ and Donovan, they were doing their boy thing. Like, Russ knew about the engagement plans like well before. Like, the boys were just talking. I think that's so beautiful. When guys connect like that on that kind of theme. Like, I think it's the sweetest thing. I think it's one of the coolest things, And they just were like in their own jam. And Russ has a he's like what people I don't think know so much about him is that he is incredible on the field. They know this, that he's incredible on the field, but off the field, he has like a creative mind where he likes to do things, and he just loves giving.
Yeah.
We both love giving together, and we can create experiences for people, for them to have the best time like we love doing, and we've been so blessed to have. We want to give that to people. So one of his creative passions is he has like it's called West to East Lux. And it's like where you create luxury experiences for people. So it's like his jam. Like, he likes, he's very romantic. Okay. So he likes the setup of stuff. Yeah. Like, you got to do it this way.
Yeah, so he's planning everything.
Him and Donovan linked up, and they formed, a whole like game plan. And that was for the proposal moment for Coco. So that was really sweet. But honestly, Russ is kind because he will always big me up, you know, with things. But I have to big him up because he really was so into it and just really honestly wanted for his boy to have the best experience.
And that's nice to see with men, like you said. Like, you don't really see a lot of men be like lover boys and just have that like romantic side that just is out there. Usually like, okay, it's probably her idea, but I'm sure, I mean, you guys seem to have such a beautiful, story and just connection. So I'm not surprised, honestly. That's a good man, Ciara. That's a good man, Ciara. Okay, so just switching gears a little bit. I know you did go to Benin. And you are a dual citizen. Yeah. How does it feel to be dual citizen, Queen of Atlanta? You got a lot going on.
It's amazing. I feel blessed. I feel so fortunate to have that experience, to, get my citizenship in Benin. And je suis Beninois.
Tu es Beninoise?
Yes. To have that opportunity was really amazing, and also for my kids, they get to see that. My family, I get to share it with them, with Russ and the kids. And it's just powerful, And the fun fact is I actually do have Benin in my DNA and my blood. Yeah, so just really special and powerful. And I'm so glad I got that opportunity. I feel even more connected to my African roots through that experience.
I love that. You have to go to Senegal next. That's where I'm from.
I was going to say, because you just spoke French to me.
Yeah, just a little bit. Don't test me now because I'm not fluent. But you got to come to Senegal and like see what it's about. But it's a beautiful thing. Now, do we get to see any of that? Like, did you do any documentation of that? Can we expect any like limited series on that process?
Yeah, I put up like a really cool little clip, little recap moment, and we've been like documenting some fun stuff. Suka's over there like, yeah, we got stuff. We do have good documentation of stuff, you know. But it was honestly magical.
Yeah,
I couldn't stay long, you know, and be as long as I wanted to. But the time that I did, I walked away like, oh my gosh, y'all, you know.
Yeah,
it was like the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't wait to share more.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Would you guys ever do any reality TV or any limited series ever?
I don't know if we would so much do reality TV, but who knows? You never know what could be cool, you know, the right moment to just like, you know, share special parts of our journey. But I don't know so much about reality TV.
Yeah. I mean, it could be different. Like, I don't know if you saw, like, Nelly and Ashanti's show. They just did, like, an 8
I haven't
episode.
seen it yet, but
so
I've seen some clips online, and they look so cute.
It's like a comfort show for me. I've watched it, like, 3 times. Like, they
oh my
just,
gosh,
you know,
that's
but
so good.
You could do, like, just one season. Doesn't have to be, like, a repetitive thing. Just, like, who are the Wilsons? You know, get to see you doing this album thing, him doing this NFL thing. I think, like, you guys would break the internet, honestly. Everyone would be dying to see what goes on behind that house.
That's so sweet. It's a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of good chaos.
Yeah, I mean, the kids, like,
yeah.
Do you get, like, overstimulated? Because you wear so many different hats. Like, you have multiple businesses, you're a performer, like, but you present so zen. Like, everyone always says, like, Ciara's energy, like, in person, like, you have great energy. Are there moments where you are, like, I got to get away?
Oh, yeah. I definitely have moments where I'm like, all right, I need to pause. I need a trip. I need to go to Mexico. I have those moments. But, you know, I think the greatest thing for me is I feel like when the world is like chaotic and like coming fast, I'm a big believer in approaching it with a calm energy. Because if I approach, it's like you can't approach fire with fire. If you do fire with fire, it's going to be like an explosion. So I'm always like, okay, let me approach this calmly so I can like assess what's happening, find my rhythm, you know, find my, like, let me stay calm. Like I'm very calm under chaos. You know, there's like calm under pressure kind of thing. Like that's when I get my calmness because it's my only way to see clear in everything. But do I need moments to like take a breath? Yeah. Without a doubt, I have those moments, and I try to find my best way to like do it. So like, for example, like this week for promo, you know, I start off in New York. I was looking ahead at my week, and I'm okay, when am I going to see my kids? When am I going to see Russ? Okay, find that moment. Like on the day I released my album, I was riding electric scooters with Future. Took him he played a game of pickup basketball like in the streets with a kid and a dad. And he actually beat both the kid and the dad. Yeah, he's nice with it.
No, he's an athlete. He's a baby athlete himself. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got my New York talk. You know what I'm saying? It's just nothing
you
to
picking
the
up
kid.
any New
You know what I'm
York
saying?
slang?
It's nothing. You know what I mean? No, but anyways, I had in moments like that, or like taking Amore for a little walk, you know, Amore and Sienna on their little scooters. In the midst of my chaos, like that fed my soul so much.
Yeah.
And then like, for example, tomorrow I was supposed to travel to LA. What I'm gonna do is when I leave you guys, when I leave you here, I go home to New York. I get to see Russ, you know, maybe date night. And then the next day, tomorrow is off. I get to just spend time with my babies, take them school shopping and stuff like that. And then the next day I travel for work. But that one day and this little night moment I'm gonna have is gonna feed my soul.
Yeah.
So it's the best way that I make everything like work, you know. I just have to be very intentional with my time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just a couple more questions before I'm going to do a little game with you if you
Okay,
would like.
I love games.
Yes. You have like one of the best friend groups that I've seen. Like, and of course it's just what we see, but like Lala, Kelly Rowland, Vanessa Bryant, like y'all are the girls.
Aww.
How important is it to you to have like women like that who are also like in the industry, not the same exact way, but get it. Like Lala is a mom, like everyone's a mom. You know what I mean? Like how is their friendship like women like that help you stay grounded or like, okay, it's not just me. They're going through it too.
Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed to have the friend circle that I have. You know, I think your relationships with your girls is so important, you know, especially when you have vulnerable moments or when you just feel like you need someone to vent to. And so I feel like I have, I'm very blessed to have a great circle in my girls. They definitely keep it real with me, which is important. I think you got to have your friends that keep it real with you, keep it 100. My girls do
sometimes.
that. Yeah, no, it's so amazing to, have girls that are really smart, that are like no nonsense, true bosses, go-getters, and most importantly, just women of great character and heart and compassion. It's great, and they also, my friends make me laugh a lot. I love laughing. And so I love that, I have the circle of friends that I do. I feel really blessed. And, it's a blessing to like, to go on life's journey and to know that I have my girls to call in.
It's like
and
sisterhood.
Yeah, and to tap in with each other. It's a blessing.
Yeah. My friends are like sisters too. I have one real sister, but like the friends that you choose, that's like a chosen family in itself too. So it's like you want to make sure the people that you're inviting into your life mirror you and can like, kind of pick up where you have to leave off sometimes, and like it's not a bad thing, Yeah. And it's good that you guys are all like in the same thing too. It's no bad blood. We're all working, but like we get each other. And we see each other.
Yeah, even if you don't talk to your friend for like almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, we okay?
Yeah.
Like, that's a good friendship. Like your friends, like they get it. We all get it. And so it's just, I don't know, it's easy and it's most importantly fun.
Yeah.
Friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a perfect segue because I want to play a game called New C versus Old C.
Okay.
Okay. So, I've known you my whole life, so I feel like I know everything about you, Ciara. But just want to talk about some things like Old C, which is baby C, versus New C, who is sitting in front of me, like what you guys would do differently versus each other. So a Friday night out on the town with your friends, what is Old C doing versus New C?
Old C, Old C with my friends. I wasn't really a go out kind of person. So Old C, she might be sitting in the house watching some kind of like reality show.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned. New C, she gonna get a little more sexy with it. We gonna go to a nice little restaurant. Might have a little drink, a little 10 to 1.
Little 10 to 1, some rum.
You know what I'm saying? We might just sit, honestly, it's still kind of the same. I just might go out, like to eat somewhere.
Absolutely.
I'm not really a partier like that. But I'm definitely down to go out for a good dance. So I think I get out a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay. So New C's winning. Birthday plans. Old C versus New C. Lavish, small, intimate, or are they same?
I gotta go back on that last one. You know what I do though? I still will go. Like me and La were hanging like not too long ago, and we still chill in the house. So I still do that too.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. What you asked me just now?
No, it's okay. Birthday plans. So Old C versus New C. Are you like a big partier, big party thrower, or is it gonna be like a more intimate type of vibe?
I'm still the same. I'm not really crazy on like massive parties. Although I will say Russ, did give me a really big 30th birthday surprise, and that was really sweet. So.
What was that
he
like?
always does like amazing stuff. Well, he surprised me on the Warner Brothers lot.
Oh wow!
And it was around Halloween because my birthday is October 25th, so he tricked me. And at that time, I was a part of this movie called The Last Witch Hunter. Okay, and I did the soundtrack for the movie, and so he's like, "You're gonna do an interview." He didn't tell me this, but my manager at that time had said, "We're gonna go do interviews for the movie, blah blah blah." But it was a complete lie, okay? And we get to the Warner Brothers lot, and I'm like, all right, we're going to do the interviews. And then he actually pulls up in the real Batman suit.
Oh.
And he's like, in his little Batman voice, he's like, come with me, or whatever he said to me. Something cute. He actually didn't say that yet. He was like, he just appeared, and then I had a note. That's what it was. Sorry. I had a note that told me the steps to go and get dressed as Catwoman.
Oh, okay.
And then then I came out, and he pulled up in the actual Batmobile. And was like, get in the car.
Oh my gosh.
And the accent.
The intention behind it is so cute. It's
and
so cute.
I was like, okay.
Okay.
I almost bust my butt trying to get up in
that
car.
That's right. I'm in the Batmobile, okay?
But yeah, that was really sweet. And it was a whole like costume party. And that was pretty epic.
That was a fun one.
But I don't really need much. I just want love. I just like to be with the people that I love the most, and I love just, I'm simple. I don't have to do a lot for myself. So I'm still the same girl with that.
Yeah, you're rich in so many ways. Last one, and then we'll wrap up. Shopping sprees.
OC versus New C. I have never been the craziest shopper. I still am the same way, but I love fashion. So I like, when I go into the store, sometimes I get overwhelmed. I'm like, I wish I could just close my eyes and every outfit I want just appear in front of me, because I'd really be exhausted walking around a store. But do I love clothes? Obviously. Absolutely. Like, I love fashion. I just don't have the patience to spend a long time shopping in a store. Still the same girl.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ciara, thank you so much for stopping by today. The album sounds great. Everyone listen to CC. It's the 8th studio album. Yeah. Sounds amazing. The deluxe is out today as well, August 25th. So everyone listen out. Follow CC. It's Toni, if you know me, on Power 105.3.
Yay.